Welcome to Aimee's Archives. This is the best of the best. This is my very best content, the content that has helped thousands of women just like you. So go in, enjoy, and if you want access to the full video in its original format, see the description below for the link. Dive in and enjoy, and please leave comments so I know how to better support you.
So today's topic is a hot topic because I deal with a lot of women trying to get pregnant, and the epidemic of fertility challenges is continuing to grow. And so this message is very needed, and women need to hear it. They need the support, they need the love, they need the guidance, and I am here for you. So today we're going to talk about what we are calling your fertile plate, the optimal fertility plate, what you should be eating, the marks you need to hit every single day, every single time you have food to optimize your health and your fertility, okay? A lot of women out there right now are really into low carb diets. They're into intermittent fasting. They're into ketogenic diets. That's awesome if you want to lose weight. That's awesome if you need to jumpstart your metabolism. Those diets are horrible for your fertility. They are horrible for your hormones. They are terrible for your fertility and your hormones. There is to be no intermittent fasting, zero intermittent fasting. There needs to be healthy carbs in your life and on your plate. There needs to be a lot of good healthy fats. You need to be eating within the first hour of waking up, and it has to be protein, fat, vegetables. Has to be those three things. And then you need to eat every 2 to 3 hours after that with those same three things. For those of you that are really interested in the macros, on a 1800 to 2000 calorie diet, which is about what you should be consuming if you're trying to conceive. If you are at 1200 calories, it's a little probably too low if you're trying to conceive. The least I think is 1500. So if you're trying to conceive and lose weight, maybe 12 to 15. But if you're trying to just maintain weight and get pregnant, 15, 800, 2000, somewhere in there is your caloric intake. And your macros need to be 40 to 45% fat, and then 30% carbs and 25 to 30% protein. That is what you need to be getting in, okay? So it's a lot of fat. Fat is the key. Fat is what a lot of women are missing. They're too low fat. They took that whole low fat craze too seriously. And they're drinking low-fat milk. They're eating low-fat yogurt. They're skipping the egg yolks. They're not eating avocado. They're not eating that many nuts or seeds. They're kind of like, oh, no, it's too fattening. Guess what? A fertile body loves fat. Fat cells store estrogen. Estrogen loves to help with egg quality. It helps with uterine lining. You need good quality fats in your diet. And now if we go to the plate, let's look. Majority of the plate is vegetables. It's a ton of green vegetables. Then we have some root vegetables like parsnips or beets or turnips. Again, those are great sources of carbohydrates. The carrot family, amazing for regulating estrogen in the body. The healthy carbs, so there's a sweet potato on this plate. I want at least one sweet potato a day, or if you have a pretty physical life, serving of plantain. So that's what I tend to do. I have like a serving of plantain chips, and I also have a sweet potato pretty much every single day. Sweet potato, all my veggies are cooked, and they are cooked in a healthy fat like ghee or coconut oil. Avocado oil works as well. And then you can see asparagus, right? So we're just basically getting ideally 6 to 8 servings of vegetables a day. So that means your plates, so you should have like 3 plates that look like this a day, basically. So your plates are loaded with spinach, or like I right now have butternut squash soup. This is made with coconut milk, ghee, butternut squash, sweet potato, and then I also put an egg in here. And so I am getting a ton of good healthy carbs, lots of veggies, lots of fat, and my nutrient dense protein from my egg all in one swoop. So this is kind of sort of my lunch because I'm just sitting in front of my computer doing my Facebook Lives for the last hour. I go live in my secret groups before I come to you guys. Okay, so this is what your plate needs to look like. And then we're gonna throw in some avocado or other healthy fats. Again, you know, coconut is a great source of healthy fat if you're non-dairy, if you can do dairy, meaning if you tolerate dairy well, you don't have any skin conditions, you don't get sick regularly, you have a healthy, easy poop every single day, you don't have eczema, you don't have psoriasis, you don't have Hashimoto's, you could do dairy. And if you can do dairy, then you could have some full-fat cheese. Ideally, it's grass-fed, from a grass-fed animal, meaning. And then we want high-quality protein on that plate. We want 3 to 4 ounces of a high-quality protein. So things like animal protein, so grass-fed meat, pasture-raised meat, chicken, beef, turkey, whatever suits your, you know, your needs. Or a good quality fish. I love wild Alaskan salmon. I love wild cod. I love halibut, right? Those guys fall into a great category. You could also have eggs as a source of protein. If you digest them well and you don't have an autoimmune condition, you could also do beans or nuts as your source of protein. Again, those are not complete proteins. They're missing some essential fatty acids that the animal protein delivers. Beans and nuts should always be soaked and sprouted so as to reduce the lectin content and allow your body to then absorb and utilize. But again, we are going for 40 to 45% fat, which that half of avocado has a lot of fat. So that's why it doesn't look so big on the plate. But then also remember, your veggies are cooked in fat, your bone broth has fat, your meat is typically cooked in a fat, right? So you're using fat across the board. Again, fat is similar to, as I was talking about water, the fat nourishes and hydrates the tissues. It gives your body ample fluids. It really lubricates things. And guess what? Healthy cervical mucus, really healthy follicles, which translates to really healthy eggs. So the macros, can you repeat what you need? So you need 40 to 45% fat, you need 30% carbs, and 25 to 30% protein. That is a healthy macro breakdown for fertility and also for autoimmunity. Interestingly enough, the macros to heal an autoimmune condition and to optimize fertility are almost exactly the same. It's like 40% for autoimmunity for fat and 45 for fertility for fat. Again, girls, look at your BMI. I want your BMI like right smack in the middle of the range or towards the upper end of the range. Not low BMI. I want your body fat, again, like upwards of 20% body fat. That is optimal for fertility. Sometimes my girls just need to gain 5 pounds. And guess what? Their fertility thrives. And typically, I get them to do that because I change their diet and I get them to eat more fat. And then their body composition shifts. Boom, boom, boom. They get pregnant. That's the best case scenario. For a lot of us, we're eating foods that are actually aggravating our system, increasing inflammation in our body. And what we need to do is reduce inflammation in our body. So you notice what's not on the plate. What's not on the plate is any processed crap. There are very little grains on this plate, okay? Not to say you can't do grains, but a lot of people don't do well with grains. So the healthy carbs for people who do well with like rice or quinoa, which is actually a seed, not a grain, but rice is a grain. You could have some healthy rice on this plate. And for some of my girls that actually need to gain weight, I'll put some rice on their plate, right? But generally speaking, we want to look at where are healthy carbs. I don't want you eating processed gluten-free crap, okay? I don't want processed gluten-free breads. They're fine once in a while. Homemade sourdough is awesome if you can tolerate it. That to me is like the best bread that you can actually consume and eat. I make my own. It's very easy to do. So keep this in mind. So grains aren't on this plate specifically, and that's somewhat intentional because of my understanding that most women dealing with fertility challenges actually have an undiagnosed autoimmune condition. If you don't currently have fertility challenges that you know of, and you just want to prepare your body to get pregnant, eating this way is still awesome, but you could throw in some grains. You could throw in like a really good quality rice that you soak first and then cook, and you cook it in bone broth with ghee or butter. So again, healthy fats, healthy carbs, a ton of vegetables, 3 to 4 ounces of protein. bone broth, 4 ounces every day of the week, lots of good healthy water. This is what needs to be on your fertility plate. You deserve to feel better. You deserve to change your life. You deserve to be empowered with the knowledge that you can do this. You can optimize your health. You can improve your fertility. You can heal. You can do it all. Love you guys. I'll see you next week. Ciao for now. Bye.